Hey, what's going on, guys? I got my report here. This is the copy that I have that I submitted to my New Mexico Attorney General. Or now, let me rephrase that. Department of Justice. New Mexico DOJ is what they are called now. Anyways, I submitted a citizen concern complaint. And I want to read it to you guys. Okay, here we go. I am going to provide a link to a couple of videos that need to be watched to at least have some type of understanding of the nature of my complaint. And I worded that incorrectly. I do acknowledge that. I should have put, I'm going to provide a couple links to videos. But anyways, there's two links right there to some YouTube videos that talk about the gang stalking. One of them is with Catherine Austin Fitts, and it's a really good video. And anyways, here we go. My complaint is regarding the New Mexico Fusion Center, which I believe has illegally placed me on a terrorist watch list. I am not a terrorist, not involved in terrorist activities, nor do I have relations with a terrorist. Based on my research, it turns out many times people are put on these terrorist watch lists as retaliation for perceived slights, conflicts, or opposition to a person or group's beliefs, for whistleblowing, activism, reporting corrupt individuals, injustices, or other controversial issues as an attempt to silence their voices. The action taken against a target is gang stalking, or also known as organized community harassment, which may constitute of various criminal offenses including stalking, harassment, defamation, and civil conspiracy. The people participating in this violate fundamental ethical principles, including respect for individual autonomy, dignity, privacy, and freedom from harm. Organized harassment, including gang stalking, is a reprehensible tactic used to retaliate against, silence, and intimidate individuals. By raising awareness of this phenomenon and providing support to victims, communities can work to combat organized harassment and uphold principles of justice, dignity, and human rights. I have been documenting the harassment that I receive in the form of notes and video recordings showing the harassment being carried out. I openly declare that I am mentally fit and mental health issues do not run in my family. I am not a criminal, nor do I have a criminal record. I am not a harm to myself or others. I do not consent to any medical intervention on my behalf for mental health services that I did not request. I do not consent to being Baker acted, simply for making a factual complaint which, if investigated, would reveal crimes against humanity and the groups, organizations, and people involved. Unfortunately, many factions get away with what they are doing simply by using one phrase to rationalize their actions and behavior. This is national security. I am asking for a full and fair audit of the New Mexico Fusion Centers to ensure that only vetted terrorists are actually placed on the list and not American citizens who haven't been given due process. And you would think I would get a serious response with an allegation, right? Or because that's how they would take this, as an allegation. And what I'm not showing on here, though, is that I also included an attachment And the attachment was the affidavit from deceased special agent for the FBI, Ted Gunderson. And his affidavit was very explicit, talking about gang stalking and, how long it's been around for and who's involved. And anyways, let me attach the other clip here. That's going to be the response from the New Mexico DOJ. Okay, so here is the response from the New Mexico Department of Justice. And of course, I blacked out my personal information, right? Dear Joseph, thank you for contacting the New Mexico Department of Justice. The complaint you submitted on March 25th, 2026 was given the identification number of NMDOJ ITK 2026-03873. It appears that your complaint alleges criminal conduct by one or more parties. And if you believe that a crime has been committed, please contact your local law enforcement agency. Your local law enforcement agency should have the resources to properly investigate the allegations you raise. Please work with them to resolve your issues. Please note that under the rules of professional conduct, our office is prohibited from offering legal representation or legal advice to private individuals. If you continue to have legal questions or would like to pursue further actions, we recommend yada 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 yada. So they're copping out. NMDOJ does not want to investigate because if they did, they would indeed discover crimes against humanity and a gross expenditure of money, of funds. And, a lot of people would be in trouble. This is going to be something also paramount to the Epstein files, It's like along those lines, just about. Except that this has been going on since the 80s, according to Ted Gunderson, right? But anyways, I just wanted to share this with you guys. This is the typical response I figured that we can all expect to get. But let me give credit where credit is due. In my complaint, I did include excerpts from a website ran by a lady named Nikki. She's also being targeted as well. The website is www.bounceblack.org. And I got the information from the gang stalking portion of the website. I recommend you guys give the website a visit. It's very helpful and there's a lot of information on there. Otherwise, let this go down for posterity's sakes, and everyone just keep on staying strong. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing your part that you can and don't give up, and let's just hope that, something gives eventually here real soon. At least in our lifetimes, right? Let's just hope something gets revealed regarding this nefarious, evil program. Y'all take care. Peace out.